y'all, it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas, and today we have a fun video for you. I've had a lot of people suggest purchasing the Clover mini iron for doing some of my small projects. So I went ahead and purchased one, and I figured we would do a review and see how this puppy works. So for today's tutorial, you're gonna need your Clover mini iron, which mine is model number MC900. And it has two separate heat settings, which are 140 degrees and 220 degrees. So I'm not sure how it's gonna work for doing HTV, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna be placing our monogram onto this luggage tag. This came from Target. It was $3. Now I will say one thing about this, since this is pleather, I accidentally scratched part of it. So hopefully maybe when I heat it, it might melt that back down. We'll see. But you're also gonna need your vinyl, which I am just using the Specialty Materials Glitter Flex Ultra in brown. And this is available on our website as well as the pick. You'll need Teflon sheet, which right now all the way through February the 14th, if you use the code BEMINE, you will save 14% off of your entire purchase. It's just our way to say thank you for all of the love and support that we've gotten, because now we're at 90,000 subscribers. Actually, now we're at 91,000 subscribers, so that's absolutely crazy to me. But, anyways, give me a minute to get the camera angle changed, and I will show you everything that we are going to do. Okay, so I have the Clover mini iron turned on. And as you can see, there are two separate settings, high and low. I have it on high. And it has a nice little stand that has rubberized feet so it doesn't slide all over the place. Now the iron doesn't like to rest on there real well, but it's okay. Now, with this, you don't want to touch any part of it that's metal. You will burn yourself because all of this heats up. I am nervous about using it because I'm worried that you won't get enough pressure behind it. And all that I am doing is a monogram. So nothing super complex, just a basic monogram to put on the luggage tag. There we go. This is still my favorite tool to weed vinyl with. Doesn't get any better than this, and I've tried lots of tools over the years. Okay. But because this is pleather, this is a more heat sensitive material, so it's something good to test on because you don't want to use full heat with it. Let's not let that roll away. Okay, so as you can see, my monogram is centered on there. I cut it a little bit big, but you know, it is what it is. So now I'm going to cover it with a Teflon sheet just like I normally would. Now I have no idea. Actually, you can kind of get pretty good pressure with that. Is it getting hot? Yep. Okay. Replace the monogram back down. Make sure she's centered. And go a little bit at a time. And the thing whenever you're using any type of hand iron versus a heat press, you don't want to sit there and rub over it like this. You want to hold firm pressure. Is she sticking? Somewhat. Now I can imagine that this would take a while. See if I can use it to fix that leather right there. Pleather, not leather. At least so that way it doesn't rip anymore. But it was only $3, so. And if you can't tell, I am holding it very, very tightly. I think we've got one part stuck. Now, one thing I can already tell you is I like to use my flat iron more, but if you don't have a flat iron, this would probably work okay for you. It just seems to be taking a whole lot of time. Because see, after all that, I've got one section stuck. Okay. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 13 Mississippi, 14 Mississippi, 15 Mississippi. Okay. So that got that stuck pretty well. 1, 2, 3. And if you look at my hands, you can see how hard I'm holding it to make sure there's enough pressure, which I'm scared if I put too much pressure, then it is going to break. But I think it was like 20 bucks off of Amazon. You can buy them at sewing shops and stuff like that. It is made for quilting. Okay, we're getting somewhere. It doesn't seem to take too long to heat up either. Now, as I said, I could see where this would come in handy. About the main thing I would use this for is, especially if you're doing like overalls, to really get into there. Let's see. Around the pockets and such. Okay, my E and my G. Especially on like baby overalls. But I would not use this as my primary mode of garment decoration. And I feel like with the flat iron, you get more even pressure and it gets hotter. We're going to take the Teflon sheet off so I can see. To really get into those ridges. But as you can see, it doesn't really get hot enough to melt the glitter underneath, so that's nice. So if you do something like I did, which is create your design a little bit too big, and as you can see, it really gets into the shape of the heart, which is part of the reason why I cut the design a little bigger, is I wanted to see how it worked on getting into those ridges. Let's take and cover that one back up. Okay. Nope, did nothing there. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so as you can see, like right there on that E, it's not stuck down good, and that's with all that time that I did, but, or up here on this part. So let's cover it and see if we can get it stuck down good. Now for small heat sensitive projects, I would recommend this. Are things that require fine detail work. This is not something I would recommend for bigger projects, and if you can use a flat iron instead, I would use a flat iron. It goes a lot faster. Still having problems with that tip of that E. That's good. Okay, so all in all, that took a few minutes to do. It turned out cute. Now, as I said, ignore the size of the monogram. I did that for a reason, to see if the Clover would fit into those edges. It seems nice and adhered. It also was not hot enough to melt through the plastic on the back, so you didn't have to protect for that. And this is not genuine leather. This is actually, does this tell me what it's made out of? It says non-leather material. So it doesn't say exactly what it's made out of. But all in all, I would definitely say that if you have tiny little projects to work on, this definitely works. It's much easier to use a flat iron, but this is $20, so it's not anything super expensive. So I would definitely recommend to add it to your craft arsenal, just not for something that you're going to use all the time. Other than that, remember, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. And if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when I post new videos, which is Monday through Friday, every day at 11. Other than that, check me out on all my social medias, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and my second channel, which is where I do all the crafting for Disney and all that fun kind of stuff, makeup, which is just Betsy Gocher. But I guess that's it, so we'll see you on the next one. Bye.